So we were talking about the different kinds of nutrients and we were talking about the vitamins in the last video, right? It got abruptly stopped because of the power cut. So I'm resuming the topic that is about the vitamins. So where do you find these vitamins? These vitamins protect our body from diseases and keep us healthy and strong. How do they keep us healthy and strong? They keep us healthy and strong. There are many kinds of vitamins, and these can be obtained from the fresh fruits and vegetables. Where are these available? The vitamins are available in the fresh fruits and vegetables. So, vitamins are very, very important for our body to keep us healthy, to keep us disease free. So, you have to eat every day the food that is rich in the vitamins. So what are the foods that are rich in the vitamins? The fruits and the vegetables. So every day you must eat fruits and vegetables. I know definitely some children have some liking for some fruits they don't like. They eat only few vegetables and they don't want to eat the other vegetables. But in fact, all the vegetables have the good supportive nutrient items that will support your health and it will keep you very, very healthy. Now, so what is the next item? The next item is the minerals. Okay, so let's write about the vitamins also. We are done with carbohydrates, proteins, and fat, and now we are doing with the vitamins. We are done. So, what will vitamins do? It will protect us from the diseases. It will protect us from getting the diseases. And where are they available? They are available in the fruits and vegetables. Now, the next one is the minerals. Where are these minerals? Just like your vitamins, are they seen externally? No. Minerals, but they are present in all the food items. Minerals help in growth and development of the body. They build bones and teeth. Iron helps to make blood. Fresh fruit and vegetables are good source of minerals and vitamins. So again, fresh fruits and vegetables. So eating fresh fruits and vegetables is giving you a double benefit of what? Having vitamins and also minerals. So you will become very, very strong. You will you will get lot of immunity. So in this situation, when some kind of diseases are spreading around in the society, what is the doctor advising you? The doctor is advising you to eat healthy and stay healthy. So what is the secret of eating healthy? Always eat fresh fruits and vegetables, which will give you lots of vitamins and minerals to protect you from the diseases. That is why we have to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. So how is minerals helping? How are the minerals helping for the growth and development of the body and the mind? Sometimes there is some deficiency of some minerals. The mind of the child will not grow properly. The body of the child will not grow properly. So they will become malnutrient. They will become, without without any intelligent factor. So this will also damage their mental ability to learn things, okay, to understand things. So that is the reason why growing children are always recommended to eat healthy food. So what is the next nutrient that we are going to learn? That is water. Water helps in transportation of nutrients and removal of waste. Water regulates the body temperature. It is the main constituent of blood. So you might think, how is water going to help us? It is just water. But water is making up your 70% or 80% of your body. And if without water, your body gets drained and the functioning will stop. So water helps in transportation of all the nutrients and removal of waste. So it will also regulate your body temperature. It is the main constituent of the blood. So it is very important to drink 8 to 12 glasses of water in a day. Now, coming to the next food item, that is the roughage. What is roughage? I was just mentioning you in the beginning of the lesson that you will come to know about it later. So what is this roughage? Roughage in vegetables and fruits helps the body in digestion. So what does it help us? Roughage will help us in digestion. What is the spelling of roughage first of all? Roughage, roughage. And how does it help us? It will help us in digestion of our food. Okay. So now let's read what else is roughage, where else roughage is available. The main sources of roughage are salad, vegetables and fruits. Thus, to keep ourselves fit and healthy, we should eat all types of food. So now if I ask you to eat balanced diet, what will you eat? You have a chart with you, which you're going to make it on a chart paper. That is one activity. And I want you to just understand the table and also stick pictures of the different sources of food material from this page also. So you have to do two activities. One is the table of recommendations and the other one is the nutrients of this chart, like this. You have to stick pictures, divide your page into 4 and you have to write different groups of foods in that. Now, since we understood all the nutrients of the food material that are essential for the body, what happens if we don't eat sufficient amount of body, of a sufficient amount of food and the nutrients? We will get some deficiency diseases. What do we get? You might be thinking, what happens if I don't eat the fruits and vegetables? If I don't get uh, vitamins and minerals, what happens? It's okay for me. I will eat only my favorite food. It's okay, even if ma'am tells, even if my mother tells, I will eat my favorite food only. What happens to me? But if you don't eat healthy, if you don't eat balanced food, the body will get deficiency diseases. What will the body get? Deficiency. Here it is written on the top. I don't have to write again. Deficiency diseases. So if we don't eat all kinds of food, our body may become deficient in one or more nutrients. This may cause some diseases. The diseases which are caused by the lack of nutrients in our body are called deficiency diseases. So some deficiency diseases. So what are deficiency diseases? Now you have an understanding. What are deficiency diseases? These are the diseases which are caused because of the deficient of one or more nutrients. Now tell me, what are the nutrients? The nutrients are the proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, all these. So any of these nutrient is missing and you have the deficiency disease. Now, as a first and the foremost thing under this, we are going to read about the protein and carbohydrate deficiency. What are we reading about? Protein and carbohydrate deficiency. What happens if there is protein and carbohydrate deficiency? Let's read and understand. In page 121 only, you will continue in your mind and you have to underline any important word. If we do not eat all kinds of food, our body may become deficient in one or more nutrients. This may cause some diseases. The diseases which are caused by the lack of nutrients in our body are called deficiency diseases. Some deficiency diseases are protein and carbohydrate deficiency, which we are going to read now. Protein and carbohydrate deficiency is generally found in small children between the age of 6 months to 3 years. The main sign and symptoms of this child suffering from the protein carbohydrate deficiency are as follows. So if you want to find out from any child that a child has a disease, how do we come to know? There will be some symptoms. So what are the symptoms? Let's see. The child does not grow and is thinner than other healthy children of the same age. So the child will not grow, he'll be very thin. The skin of the child cracks and becomes scaly. The skin will become very scaly and it's not soft. Okay. So next, C, point number C. The child looks dull and lazy. The child is not active and he is not at all happy child. He is always a sickening child. He will be unhappy and he is not active at all. If you look at figure 1.3, the child suffering from the deficiency of the protein and the carbohydrate, the child is very, very weak. His skin is not proper and he's not active. He's very, very dull. There are some other symptoms paged on the page, and you will see more in it. The child is not very active and gets tired easily. The child has very thin and light hair. Sometimes the child may have sign of swelling all over the body. He'll have swelling also on the body. He may have swelling on hands and feet. His face and belly are also swollen. They look very abnormal. His face is swollen, his body is swollen, he looks pale, he is not happy, his hair is very dry and very, very thin. So like this, he has so many deficiencies. Can be easily make out, we can easily make out that this particular child has deficiency of protein and carbohydrates. So how do children become deficient in protein and carbohydrates? So you must be thinking why this situation comes for any child. Why does any child become deficient in the carbohydrate and protein deficiency? It will happen because they don't eat proper food. They don't listen to the parents. Sometimes they will not like the taste, so they don't eat the food. So let's read why, what are the reasons for it. The child becomes deficient in carbohydrates and proteins when the mother stops breastfeeding the child and does not give sufficient food containing proteins and carbohydrates. So when the child is a baby, he would be taking milk from his mother. So after some time, the mother would stop giving milk and the child will not get proper nutrients from the other the other foods that are coming, that has to be given from outside. So to prevent this disease, the child should be given the mother's breastfeed. When the child is 4 months old, he or she should be given additional food. A variety of soft boiled foods such as dalia, mashed vegetables, and fruit should be given to the child. Deficiency diseases are also caused by lack of vitamins and minerals in the diet. Some of these diseases are discussed below. So, why do these deficiency diseases occur? The main reason is when the mother stops giving milk, the child will suffer from the deficiency of the food items. So what will happen? What has to be done? He should be given some extra food like the porridge, mashed vegetables, fruits, and then the foods like the dalia, that is one kind of recipe. So which is made for the child, mixing all vegetables and fruits and dals. So this is a kind of food which will support the child for gaining full amount of protein and carbohydrate that he requires for growth. Because a small baby, what should happen to the small baby? He should grow into a big boy, right? And he should grow mentally and physically. He should understand things, he should speak, he should walk, he should run. Yes or no? A baby should remain like a baby? No, it's not good for him. So when a baby is born, the baby will slowly grow into a 8 months baby, 10 months baby, 1 year boy or a girl. They start walking. As they are eating, they grow. They start talking. They start running. All these activities will develop in the child, right? So when will they develop? Only when they eat proper food in proper amounts. So in the next lesson, in the next part of this lesson, we will learn about all the deficiency diseases. So for now, we are closing the lesson here. This is part 2, part A of second part I am giving you because there is a power cut. I just continued the lesson. It is all one part only, but you are listening it into the 2 videos. So now this is one part of the lesson, that is part A. Read the lesson thoroughly, all the pages, and do the activities that I told you. Thank you. See you in the next class.